Let's go up to Wayne Wilson.
Bourbon Boy on the outside. All set now. They're racing. Maya Card began fairly. Wandering Duke and Beaver Boy came out nicely, and Shining Wood showing speed. Cutter Page began nicely down near the inside, and there goes Bold Endeavour fast to take the lead. On Chanteur running second. Our Silver Elm is third. Cutter Page fourth, then Sabara. Followed by Shining Wood, Never Quit is out fairly deep. Tristram's Edition on the inside. Then Beaver Boy, Maya Card drifting back worse than midfield on the outside of Pecura Boy, and then Silai Bourbon Boy. 1 length further back, Palmyra Bay, Latin Myth, and then Argonaut Style, Wandering Duke, and Amos Lee immediately drops out last. Going to the turn out of the straight, coming up towards the 1800, and the leader, Bold Endeavour, a length and a half in front. Sabara second. Our Silver Elm is ahead away third on the inside, 2 to 1 Chanteur. A length to Shining Wood racing on the outside of Cutter Page. A break of 3 lengths to Never Quit racing on the outside of Tristram's Edition. 1 then to Silai Beaver Boy, and Maya Card caught out 3 deep at the moment. Followed by Palmyra Bay on the inside. A length further back to Bourbon Boy, followed then by Latin Myth, Argonaut Style, Wandering Duke, and Amos Lee is 5 lengths off last. Bold Endeavour the leader, leaving the 1400 metre behind them, and it's Bold Endeavour a length in front. Samara second, third Our Silver Elm, followed by On Chanteur. 1 to Cutter Page, nicely placed fifth on the inside. 1 to Shining Wood, followed by Never Quit and Tristram's Edition together. Maya Card still a bit wide on the outside of Silai and Beaver Boy, followed by Bourbon Boy starting a run on the outside of Palmyra Bay, then Pecura Boy. Argonaut Style is a long way back with Latin Myth, Wandering Duke and Amos Lee. Just short of 1,000 to go. Bold Endeavour 1 in front, Samara second. Our Silver Elm third. No real change in the order. On Chanteur is a length away fourth, followed by Cutter Page getting a glorious run on the inside, and then Shining Wood. Never Quit starting to go forward on the outside, and Maya Card is trapped out fairly deep. He's about 4 deep as he starts his run. Tristram's Edition next on the inside of Beaver Boy, Bourbon Boy, and then Palmyra Bay, Silai, Pecura Boy. Then Latin Myth, Wandering Duke going around them with Argonaut Style and Amos Lee at the rear. Coming on towards the home turn, they're starting to pack up now, and look at Maya Card. He's about 10 wide as they set sail for the judge. Samara's taken the lead, but is tackled immediately by Our Silver Elm. Maya Card is coming into it with a great run on the outside, and then Shining Wood, Never Quit and Cutter Page. 250 metres to go. Our Silver Elm is the leader just in front of Maya Card. Cutter Page is going for a run near the inside. Our Silver Elm just in front. Maya Card trying hard on the outside. It's Our Silver Elm just in front of Maya Card. Maya Card driving at Our Silver Elm. They hit the line, and Our Silver Elm has just beaten Maya Card. Our Silver Elm first, Maya Card second, Cutter Page probably third, Argonaut Style next, then Bourbon Boy, a good run, Palmyra Bay, Pecura Boy, Shining Wood, Samara, Tristram's Edition, On Chanteur, Latin Myth, then Never Quit, Beaver Boy. Well, back was Amos Lee and company with Wandering Duke, Silai, and Bold Endeavour last.
Baby.
9, 7 even and 175. 105, 125, and they're racing in Adelaide.
To go to the lead, Ocean Cloud up there in the early part, and so too is Red Dog out wide, and with it Disco Gambler. Between horses, Pamfield now settling back. Robesque around them, and also going up out deep, Windy Minx, followed by Iola, about 2 lengths to Misdulation, and 1.5 away to Sean's Sister, about to tack up. They're fairly compact as they work into the far side, and the leader with 1400 to go is Mr. Bart's, by a length now to Disco Gambler, who's doing a bit of bulldogging outside of Ocean Cloud, and then came behind horses Red Dog, and around him goes the stablemate Windy Minx. A length away to Pamfield, a length and a half Robesque, Iola, a couple to Misdulation and Sean's Sister. 1200 to run now as they work along the far side, and the leader is Mr. Bart's, a length and a half clear. Ocean Cloud on the inside, shaded by Disco Gambler, putting some pressure on him as they go to the 1000, a length in advance then of Windy Minx. Red Dog scrubbed up, a length away then Robesque, around Pamfield finding the rail inside of Red Dog, and then a length back to Iola getting up on the fence, and a couple away to Misdulation outside of Sean's Sister. Down the side at the 800 metre mark, Mr. Bart's has kept us a good even pace, led by 2 to Disco Gambler, niggled at now Ocean Cloud, and Windy Minx joining in. 2 lengths to Red Dog around Pamfield, 2 lengths Robesque, Iola, Misdulation done with, and ahead of it on the rail is Sean's Sister. 600 out, Mr. Bart, still a length and a half, Disco Gambler. Coming at them on the outside, Ocean Cloud from Windy Minx, struggling a little now. Then Pamfield, Red Dog, followed then out wide by Sean's Sister, Iola, the rail, Robesque between them, and forget Misdulation, but they haven't got the leader. Mr. Bart's turned well. 2.5 in front of Ocean Cloud, the danger. They were followed further back by Disco Gambler, then Pamphil, but Mr. Bart's defies them at the 200. You need to be on the rail, you need to lead, and this is what this one's doing, and it's coming away from them, Mr. Bart's. Nothing else a chance. It'll win by 5. The interest in the minors. Ocean Cloud will get second. Third placing will go to Pamphil, I think, but Mr. Bart's by 6 or 7 lengths to Ocean Cloud. Getting up for third, Pamphil, ahead of Iola, Disco Gambler, Robest, Sean's Sister, Mistulation, Windy Minx, Red Dog.
7-2-6 over the line. Race 6, the John D. Lee Stakes at Cheltenham. Number 7, Mr. Bart's first. 2, Ocean Cloud second. And 6, Pamphil third. Right, race 7, second leg of Sydney.
Mighty Zephyr, the 3 best to begin. Bistro Star racing up to 4th, Max Treasure 5th, and then Lucky Ras wider out, followed by Orb hunting up on the inside, and behind those next is Inconceivable. Then comes Grillet and Pico getting back out of its ground as they sort themselves out. So too, at that stage, Farris King as Gypsy Reward gets back, and then Calaboose, and last of all, Peaceful Joe. Onto the course proper they run. Mighty Zephyr leads a half Senchire, Lucky Ras 3 deep, Dance All Girl 4 wide. Orb is back on the inside, a length the Bistro Star, then Inconceivable getting up on the inside of Max Treasure and Grillet, then Calaboose and Farris King from Gypsy Reward. Pico second last, and Peaceful Joe whips them in. At the 600 in the Hydrogen, and the leader is Mighty Zephyr. A length and a half clear on Senchire. Lucky Ras third and 2.5 lengths to Orb. A length further back is Inconceivable, and then Dance All Girl and Calaboose, and the others headed by Max Treasure and Peaceful Joe. By gee, these favourites would need to get a spurt on. Gypsy Reward and Pico down to the 250. Mighty Zephyr in front. Lucky Ras is having a shot at him. Third is Senchire, then Inconceivable. Max Treasure and Calaboose. It's Mighty Zephyr. By G's fighting on. Lucky Ras has almost joined him, followed by Inconceivable. And here's old Peaceful Joe. Lucky Ras, Mighty Zephyr and Peaceful Joe. Oh, it's a 3-horse war to the line. By gee, this is close. From inside to out, not necessarily in this order. Mighty Zephyr, in company with Lucky Ras and Peaceful Joe's, lunged at them from Gypsy Reward, Calaboose, Pico. Then came Inconceivable, Dance All Girl, Max Treasure. Further back, Bistro Star, Senchire, Farris King, Grillet. And last was Orb.
Well, we've seen some tight finishes today, and this is yet another one. 3 in this, Peaceful Joe, Lucky Ras and Mighty Zephyr. Lucky Ras and Mighty Zephyr were fighting out the finish, but there's Peaceful Joe coming down the centre of the track, and he's gradually picking them up. Looks as though he might get up in the shadows of the post, but the post did loom up very quickly, and they go to the line. Peaceful Joe on the outside. Well, it looks as though the one on the inside, Mighty Zephyr, hasn't quite got there. It's probably between Peaceful Joe and Lucky Ras in the centre, but definitely one for the judge to decide there. Race 7 in the second leg of the double at Randwick. Once again with the trifecta, those waiting for that combination of 9, 12 and 5, it's returned $3,082.10 for your 50-cent investment. So that's paid for the bills today. Race 6 Brisbane was the O'Shea Stakes, and the official result there, 13, 17, 14. Our Silver Elm, 9.20 and 2.15. My Card second, 65. Colour Page third, 85. Quinella, 10.35. And the trifecta returned $110.05. Race 6 Eagle Farm. Race 6 at Cheltenham on 7, 2 and 6. And some roughies have been getting up today. Mr. Bart's there returned $20.90 and $4.85. Ocean Cloud 80 and Pamphil $1.10. Quinella 37.45. Trifecta $1,606.65 on race 6 at Cheltenham. Now the runners moving into the stall
to go. Brandy Habit 1. Racing. Orchid Lass a bit slow to begin, so was English Charm, missed it about a length and a half and dropping out on Apro. One of the best to begin, Emirate on the outside, has quickly raced up and taken the lead, settling down. In second placing, Brandy Habit, Silver Stitch around it from Ruby's Rose, Miss Munda and Sue Zendi working from the outside. English Charm is quickly making ground by getting up along the inside as they go to that turn. Further back in the field then, K Manaret followed by Joyo off the fence from Orchid Lass, and then up north. Back behind them then Santa Orient over on the inside, then on now Apro, and last of all is Evening Rise along the back, 1,100 metres to go, and going around the outside, Silver Stitch took up the running, a length in front of Suzendi on the outside of Emirate third, the rail, a half to Miss Munda from Ruby's Rose, then English Charm in on the fence. 2 lengths further back is Brandy Habit on the outside of it, Joyo starting to run on. 2 further back in the field, then Orchid Lass, Santa Orient, followed by On Apro on the rail, and a about 3 to Evening Rise, can't go today, and up north last of all at the school about 700 out. Suzendi swept around the outside to grab the leaders. Heels put its head in front. Miss Munda got a run in the centre. And here's Joyo starting to join in on the outside from Ruby's Rose, and then English Charm trying to get out. A gap further back in the field to Brandy Habit, and Santa Orient pulled out wide, but Joyo hit the lead. 4.50 out, raced a half length in front of Suzendi. Then Ruby's Rose, English Charm now getting out late and running on a gap to Santa Orient, and Miss Munda struggling. Joyo the leader on the turn, about a neck in front of Suzendi the rail. 2 then to English Charm, and then further back in the field came Ruby's Rose. Joyo the leader though in the straight, 150 to go from Suzendi. English Charm sprinting home pretty well down the outside. Joyo the leader, English Charm finishing over the top of it though. English Charm moved up to Joyo and Suzendi. It's Joyo hanging on. Joyo's fought back to win this a half head. Suzendi might have come again to run second, and a head third on the outside. English Charm just died on a run. A gap in the field then to Evening Rise from Ruby's Rose. Then on the inside, Brandy Habit with Anorette. Then Silver Stitch, Orchid Lass further back in the field on Apro. Santa Orient, well back Emirate. One of the last in is Miss Munda. Bar one and tailed off, that's Up North. Judge calling for the photo again here. And Joyo, after getting the upper hand from Suzendi, was going to win. Then English Charm started to come home pretty quickly on the outside and looked as though she'd win about 100 out. But her runs weakened. And you'll find when the judge looks at this print that this is hung on. Joyo to win this from either Suzendi or English Charm. Judge calling for the photo, but Joyo will get the judge's pat after getting a half to a neck in front when they turned over Suzendi, which fought on, and then English Charm, the boy, hands and heels on her. Looked as though she'd win about 100 out, but her runner's weakened. And Joyo gets the photo, number 1. Number 5 back on the inside. Suzendi has got second. And on the outside, English Charm, I thought would win about 100 out, but she weakened on a run. She has run third, 1, 5 and 6. So it's Joyo in the centre defeating Suzendi back on the rail, and on the outside, English Charm, 1, 5 and 6, and she looked to treat that mare trotting to the barrier today, Joyo. 85 for 156 and correct weight. The Quinella 37.50 and the trifecta there at the Valley for race 7, $324.80. Now they're just about ready up there in Brisbane. This is the QTC side. This is the QTC size produce, and the field, just the last couple of runners coming into line. The tote favourite is number 15, which is Superb Effort, and it's racing pretty well up there. It's number 15 in the maroon pale blue sleeves and cap. Its total elected $1.55. All Ashore number 1, Mick Dittman, trained by Tommy Smith. It's $2.20 and second pick on the tote.
Too close, Flotilla on the inside. They're racing. Flotilla began fairly well. Silver Scout a shade slow to get going. Never Too Close came out smartly. In fact, he's the leader early. On Water and Superb Effort showing plenty of speed in the early part. Settling down, Superb Effort. He's going a bit keenly. He's the joint leader with Flotilla and Mnemonic. Never Too Close in that bunch as well. And On Water's out about 4 deep in the early part. Just behind them, All Ashore, who began nicely today. He's trailing through into a lovely trailing position. Recommendation is next on the outside, followed by Highway News, who's drifting back to about midfield. And then Navajo Girl, up running about 7th at the moment, is Strong Respect. Over on the inside is Hunter and Silver Scout. Mud Crab's getting a long way back with Lord Westminster. Smokestack a fair way back with Head for Glory, and Amboise last of all. Coming up to the crossing, 700 metres to go. Superb Effort doing it pretty easily. The leader, On Water second, Mnemonic third, followed by Recommendation, who's on the outside of Never Too Close, and then Marjay Silver Scout. Flotilla running about 7th on the inside. Smokestack to the outside, making ground. Further back, Navajo Girl, Lord Westminster, Mud Crab, Amboise starting to go forward, but giving them a long start. Well in the straight, 300 metres to go. Superb Effort still the leader. He's clear. He's kicked